Welcome to Mass Constrictors, and today we'll be opening up more snakes. So before we do our unboxing here, it's very important to go over a few things when it comes to buying and purchasing, as well as selling animals on Morph Market and anywhere else. You know, if you buy it straight from Instagram, people's stores, it's important you make sure to get an accurate description of to what it is you are getting, because some people may say 66% had this, 100% had this. For example, I was going to purchase an adult female breeder over the weekend, and the guy was kind of weird on his description, and then messaging him, he was contradicting what he said in his description. So I took it upon myself to message a person he said he purchased it from. And the guy that was selling the snake said it was 100% het. He never bred, so it was never proven, but he claimed 100% het. The person he bought it from, who's a well-known breeder, said it's only 66% het, unless if he proved the snake out, which he never bred, so therefore he never proved out. So it'd be very unfortunate for you to go spend, $1,000, $2,000, upwards $5,000 for a snake, and implementing that into your breeding process or your facility, and you think it's going to produce this because this person said it's going to produce that, and it doesn't. So it's very important to accurately sex the snake as well as the morphin genes, because you don't want to sell a snake that isn't what it is just to make a couple extra bucks, because you don't do that. That's wrong. As well as you wouldn't want to buy a snake that someone says is het blood or het whatever, and it's not. You spend years raising that snake, you breed it out, turns out it's not het whatever, and now you're stuck in a jam. So do your research before you purchase any animals. It don't even got to be snakes. It could be geckos, whatever the case is you buy, whatever animals you're buying. Do your research, take your time, don't rush it, and don't purchase things without knowing, or at least knowing that there's a possibility it is not 100% het. Do your research, because that would have sucked. I would have bought a snake for $2,000 that is not what the guy claimed it was going to be, and it would have just sucked for me to get that snake, purchase a male, all that time, effort, and money into it, and then not produce what I want to produce. So with these boxes here, we have two pretty interesting snakes. One of them we're going to keep. One of them, I'm not sure which one it is. One of them we're going to keep. One of them we are going to resell, or at least try to sell. So I'm going to try to take pictures of the snake, because the pictures that I have currently from the guy are not good. So I'm going to put them in this bin, and probably put a black towel in here, put the light on it, and try to snap pictures. And everything just keeps falling on me. But yeah, so sometimes there are snakes that you get a good deal that aren't going into your breeding plans that you do resell. And then sometimes there's snakes that just kind of pop up. Both of these kind of just popped up last second. I have one use of one of them, and then the other one I have no other snakes to pair it to. I'm probably going to hold on to it and see if I can find something. But with that being said, let's get right into it. Box number one. Alrighty, let's see what we got. We got a chokehold of a knot on that sucker. Holy moly. Look how cool this snake is. So what this snake is here is a Scora, het VPI, het blood. So if you notice, it's definitely got the Scora wobble. Oh no. So these snakes, they develop an issue with their brains, and that's why he's upside down. So if you notice, he's kind of goofy. Being that he's a Scora, they have neurological issues with their brains, and that causes them to have balance issues. So he is upside down. It doesn't affect their day-to-day life. It doesn't affect their breathing. You know, it doesn't really, it's just hard for them to stay balanced. So throughout his life, he's going to be goofy, probably misses food a lot. And you're going to notice he's going to go upside down when he's trying to go maybe strike at you or strike at his food. He might tip over on his back. It's very common. But it really doesn't affect their life too much, you know. Unfortunately, it is kind of weird. It's very common in this the Scora morph. Other than that, though, look how freaking cool this snake looks. You can see the twist in his neck. It's just, he can't really balance himself too good. The silver eyes. What a beautiful snake. And it's gonna be kind of weird to see how he. It's like the wobble, you know, like on ball pythons, spiders get wobble, and reticulated pythons, I believe is jaguar, get the wobble. That's pretty much this guy. This guy's the boa morph with the wobble. An amazing snake. So this one we're gonna hold on to for a while, see what we can do, what we can pair him with. And it's kind of interesting because I have a lot of dark snakes, black snakes, you know, the IMG Motleys. Those are very black. Not too many light snakes. I do have a few albino cows, which are the lighter color. But as we get into the light, like the white, it's pretty cool to have the diversity. He's a lot bigger than I expected too. He was born in 2025. I didn't get a month. I was assuming he was a lot younger. But it looks like he may have been born early 2025, because he's a big boy. Very tame too. Let's get him in his home and let him acclimate. Alrighty, one snake down, uno mas to go. So this one we want pictures of. So I'm going to find something. And I guess I could use this dirty towel. I mean, the clean towel, of course. I don't know if this would be good to take pictures on. Let's see what we come up with. He took a poopy. I assume he took a poop. What the heck? So look, if you notice in one of my previous videos, this guy, he used the stick. I mean, looks like he used one piece of tape. As you can see, the heat pack was right on the snake. There's not even paper in here. That's honestly horrible shipping there. So the heat pack's literally just resting on the snake. Now it's not too hot, but still though, you can see, you know, put paper in here, tape this to the top. You don't want these things to happen. These are things you can easily avoid by just taking the time and doing this. You know, this stuff shouldn't be happening. Unfortunately, it does happen. All right, sorry. So like I was saying, these minor mistakes, which can lead to major mistakes, these are easily avoidable. These are user error. Take the time, you know, take pride in this stuff. Don't ship the snakes like this. Maybe the person isn't knowledgeable or well knowledge in the shipping. Maybe they haven't shipped many snakes. Don't do this. Don't feed them before you ship them. Don't leave all this dead space. And definitely don't just plop the heat pack in on the snake. So the snake's probably going to be cranky. I can smell poop and pee. Stinky. And let's see what we have. Holy moly. So the pictures the guy sent me look nothing like this snake looks in person. That's why I wanted to take more pictures of him. So what we have here is a super hypo motley sun dragon. And holy moly, does the snake look so much better in person. So I was going to resell this snake, but I don't know. This is something I might have to hold on to here because look how awesome that snake is. That snake is beautiful. I got a really good deal on him, on her, and I'm not sure. Keep her. I'm going to put her up on Morph Market, see what the offers are, see what the possibilities are. I'm in no rush to sell this one because this is a heavy hitter and truly pretty snake. Okay. You don't see many like this. And when you do, it's awesome. So I'm going to throw her in the bin. Let me try to snag some pictures of her. She's going to be going crazy, I hope. Yeah. Come on. Sometimes to get pictures of the animals, you know, she's been crammed up. She wants to just get out. She wants to get moving. Some people, they're super photogenic with the pictures. You'll see the snake. It's almost like if they taught the snake how to pose. What are you doing, man? She's being a nut job. Okay, at least she's being cool. She hasn't tried to bite me. I'm gonna get her like that. So with that unboxing complete, we got two new cool animals. Unfortunately, you know, with these morphs, the Scora, they do get the head wobble like I said earlier, but he's gonna live a good life. It may be a little hard for them to eat the food right away. And if you notice in my previous video, I did a feeding video. I really take the time. You know, I feed them frozen thawed. I'll sit there for 10, 15 minutes per snake if they're not eating. As long as they're showing signs of interest. See the off balance and his neurological issues. They're born that way. It's the morph. And it's kind of goofy. He's going to go upside down a lot. But it's not going to affect him in any kind of negative way. Only thing that's going to affect him is feeding. And like I was just saying, I'll take my time. I'll take extra time with him. Make sure he strikes. Make sure he gets the food he needs to get. You can clearly see he's thick. He's not missing out on any meals. But look, there you go. Backflip, triple twister, one backflip. He's just going to be goofy. Other than that, look how beautiful the colors are on the snake. So like I said, he's het VPI, het blood. So when he breeds to a female and he makes the VPI blood score combos, it's going to be amazing. Unfortunately, they probably will have the same wobble as he does. And many people stray away from that because look, see another triple twister there. It doesn't, you don't want to have snakes like that. I mean, people don't want to have snakes like that, but it just is what it is. Now, most people stay away from these morphs just because of that. Me personally, I wanted to work with it just to give it a shot because the colors are very cool. Now, I'm not going to be producing a lot of these snakes. You know, keep it to a minimum. And I have heard of some of the scorers not having the issue. But issues are not. Look how awesome the snake is. Thanks for watching. This is Mass Constrictor. Stay big.